straight from the soul with it. Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? The Island Rex coming to you live with yet another video. If you're new to the channel, please be sure to click that subscribe button. So I want to talk to y'all about The Wire. You know, I'm a huge Wire head. You know, I love crime drama. The only thing that has been able to take the place of The Wire right now for me is Power. But I don't think that no show in history will ever be able to live up to The Wire. You know, the characters, they just hit home in so many different ways. You know, the writing, the way everything was positioned in this show was just truly amazing. You know, even if you go to the comments when you watch like the Wire clips on YouTube, you know, it's just if you see the dialogue inside the comment section and, you know, the way the writers set it up, they made it whereas, you know, they just use like hand gestures and different, you know, body language, different things, you know, with like a lot of times you get it's something that's direct. Like the show like the like Power is so direct and you know exactly what they're talking about, you know, and you get the meaning of everything that's going on. I mean, you might have to watch it again, but you pretty much get what they're talking about. With The Wire, they had different body language and different gestures that you had to read, and you could pretty much, it was like art, you know. If you go to, let's say, an art exhibit, you know, you look at a painting and you have your own, you know, the artist leave it up to you to use your own and make your own interpretation of that portrait at the time, you know, and that's what I loved about The Wire. And you see people just constantly, like in the comment section, just talk about, you know, Bodie meant this, and you know, Avon gonna stay the king, and you know, just different dialogue. It's amazing, you know. If you go to like 10 years from now, I don't think Power's gonna say have that same impact on fans that The Wire had, but you know, characters like Omar, characters like Michael, you know, Slim Charles, Avon Barksdale, you know, just the list goes on, you know, Stringer Bell, D'Angelo Barksdale. I can go on and on, but I want to get into season six. Like, what would season six be like? You know, the creator said that they would have to lower the crime rate or the drug trade or something like in order for him to make another season six. So we know that's not going to happen. So he pretty much just answered, you know, the guy answered, whoever asked that question pretty much answered their own question, you know. But huge Wire fans have been, you know, robbed years of not being able to have a season six, you know. And during the time when The Wire was out, it wasn't appreciated like earlier and, you know, the early seasons and different things, you know, it wasn't appreciated until, you know, it was taken off the air or you know, when it got off the air. I didn't really know like season five myself. There was different parts that I liked. Um, my favorite seasons was season one, three and four. I didn't like season two, but one, three, and four. You know, three was when it just took off, and four went to another level. But we can get into like season six and you know, just certain things. I'm gonna try to keep this quick as possible that you know we would have had to look forward to if they you know went on and created another season. We would anticipate Slim Charles. He'd be working hand to hand with Fat Face Rick. You know, I think that Slim Charles would have had trouble trying to sell product because you know he didn't really have no soldiers like that. You know, and I don't think that Slim Charles would be cut out to be kingpin. You know, a top dog. I think that Avon would come home and he would need Avon to help him, you know, position himself and, you know, position them both to be back on top and take over, you know. I think that Spider, we seen this the end of season five, where Spider was running the block that, you know, Michael had once Bodie died. So I think that, you know, it would be friction between, let's say Avon decided, you know, just let's say Avon just happened to get out of jail and he wanted to, you know, have that top spot. I think that Spider and Avon would go to war with each other. You know, it would be a war between the two because, you know, since he's been gone, Spider has really been then took over that block. I think that Kima, who was playing the detective, you know, I think that she would try to find her another Bubbles, you know, and she would get word that Avon is, you know, back on the streets. and I believe that she would try to, open up a case on Avon. It'd be nice to see Marlo Stanfield, just doing business, just walking in the store with a business suit on, and like Avon just coming in the store with them, or they out somewhere in a club or something, and Avon laugh at, he's kind of clowning Marlo because Avon still came home and he was still able to be the king, as they say, the king stay king. Nice to see if D'Angelo Barksdale, who was Avon Barksdale nephew, it'd be nice to see if his son, it would be nice to see his son grow up and become like a version of Avon. He's a little more ruthless than D'Angelo was, and he's not a snitch like D'Angelo was. He's far different from D'Angelo. He wasn't like as weak as D'Angelo was. You know, and it'd just be nice to see him come up under. It would be nice to see Michael make his appearances, and kids just screaming Michael, Michael, like because we've seen that in season, at the end of season 5 when Michael went in to rob, uh, the guy, and he had the little small double nose shotgun. And when he robbed him, we pretty much put two and two together that he was a new Omar. I think it'd be also nice if we seen like Avon's sister, who would be the grandmother of Little D. Maybe he could be named after D'Angelo Jr. or whatever. And they walk to the store, and or they drive to the store, and they go pick up groceries. Lil D go inside to get the groceries for the grandmother, and next thing they shoot the car up, and it's all because of the war between Avon and Spider, and now that the war is going on, they killed Avon's sister, and the little boy, the Junior, come out and just start screaming and yelling like, "Oh, grandma, grandma!" All this. I think that would be nice. That'd be dope. It would have just been amazing to see a season 6 of The Wire. I think the fans deserve it. I love Power, but I just don't think no show will ever be able to live up to The Wire. But anyway, y'all get in that comment box, like, share, subscribe. Let me know of some scenes that y'all would have liked to see, some things that y'all would have liked to see in season 6 of The Wire. I'm out.
Look, straight from the soul with it.